name is Eric Zipkin. I'm the president and founder of Tradewind Aviation, and I'm very excited about beginning our service to Nevis. When I started the business 12 years ago, the premise was service and bringing the highest level of service and to unique destinations throughout the world. And Nevis is one of those unique destinations. The welcome that we have received from both the dignitaries today and ordinary Nevisians has been absolutely extraordinary. And I'm really excited about being able to bring our service to Nevis. The aircraft that we're operating are uniquely efficient to be able to get to San Juan in about 50 minutes. And from there, you can connect pretty much anywhere in the United States and into the rest of the world. And of course, San Juan in and of itself is a great destination. We're really looking forward to having a luxury, high-quality option for visitors to Nevis, so that they can come and explore and enjoy everything that the island has to offer.
I'm here this morning in my responsibility as the Federal Minister responsible for civil aviation and for all matters to do with landing certificates, etc., and the whole process of regulating the civil aviation industry. I was teasing David this morning and asking him if he's actually going to make money doing this. For the simple reason that the civil aviation business is a very difficult and challenging business. 9 years ago, almost to the day, when I became a Minister of Tourism, just a few days later, a bill passed my desk for 3.5 million EC dollars, which had been accumulated in a minimum revenue guarantee with an international airline by my predecessor. It took me a few weeks to sort it out, and just as I was getting it sorted out, a lawsuit passed my desk from a company in New York, a charter company that had been doing business with my predecessor for $500,000 US, lodged in a US court of law. So immediately it occurred to me that I better learn what I can about the aviation industry, and it's been quite a journey for me. And I'm happy to say that we've been able to make a lot of strides in the Federation to improve airlift in and out of the Federation in very difficult and challenging times. During that period, especially in the last few years, I don't need to tell you what has happened to fuel prices, and as a result, what has happened to the cost of travel. And I don't need to tell you that so many airlines have gone out of business in that time, and that capacity has generally been cut to improve profitability and to get rid of unprofitable routes. Minister Brantley, who was just taken up office not long ago, is himself now on a learning curve about this industry, and we've had several discussions, and every day there's a new challenge. So when a company like Tradewind announces that they want to fly to Nevis, clearly it is something to celebrate. And that is why I'm so happy to come across this morning and share in this celebration, because I know that it's a bold entrepreneur who starts a new service, especially in a small market. But fortunately, Tradewind is a high-quality product operating into a high-quality destination, and will be dealing in a marketplace where price is not quite as sensitive as it is in some others, and that the demand is fairly stable. So it is really then just for me to, in these few words, say how proud I am to have been part of this process of bringing approval for this Tradewind service to and from San Juan, and to just assure you that the federal ministry responsible for international transport will continue to work very closely with the Nevis Island administration and with Tradewind and with others to make sure that we optimize the opportunities that aviation can bring to both St. Kitts and Nevis. It is indeed a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Honorable Premier Van Samery, Honorable Richard Skerritt, Minister of Tourism and International Transport at the federal level. We have in fact 3 representatives from Tradewind. We have 2 Davids and an Eric, and so I want to welcome them. I feel very proud to stand before you this morning at this very brief but significant ceremony, because of course airlifting to Nevis has been a perennial problem for the island. As an administration, our view is that we need this airport to be active. We need flights coming in and out because your transportation links are critical if the island is going to develop. Tradewind, we feel, is a perfect fit for Nevis, for the model that we have, our tourism model, for the people that we expect to attract. And we are very happy that they've taken the plunge with us. It has been quick. I love doing business with them because you call them, they answer, you email them, they respond right away. And I'm sure David would have fun stories to tell about emailing me at 3 o'clock in the morning and getting responses. So it's been something that we've been working on really hard at both ends. I want to single out 2 people in particular. Mr. Sven Wiedenhart from the Four Seasons, saw him here earlier. And it's a perfect example of the private sector helping to drive development. Because when Sven got in touch with me and said, you know, there's this great carrier called Tradewind and we ought to try and do some business with them, I had to do some reading to find out what was happening. And I believe that we owe a debt of gratitude to Mr. Wiedenhart and to the Four Seasons Resort because they were in the forefront of encouraging this service. And I do not believe we would be here today were it not for his personal involvement and for his effort in making this happen. So, Mr. Wiedenhart, I want to publicly record our gratitude to you for this. I also want to thank the Honorable Ricky Skerritt because he was the subject of one of those 3 a.m. phone calls or emails, and I was on the other side of the world and David was trying to reach me. We couldn't be here today were it not for his cooperation and his assistance and the assistance of the Federal Ministry of Transportation. And I want to record that publicly because I think it is important that people understand how we arrive at a particular juncture when we do what we do. And Mr. Skerritt, Minister Skerritt, has been very helpful. There is additional help that we need, so I'm putting him on notice now that we need some paperwork done, and he has pledged to do what he can on his end. But he has really been helpful in facilitating our being here today. I can't say enough about the Tradewind people who are here, as I like to call them, Eric and 2 Davids, because the truth is that they could be anywhere. But they saw that Nevis had a need, and they saw that we had a market that needed to be satisfied. And it is, I think, an 8-seater. We will see the aircraft, I think, a little later, but I'm told that it's configured beautifully, that it is really what they refer to as a premium service. But I wish to record for the public especially, that this is not just a service for tourists, for people coming into the island. They have indicated that they have also now published introductory rates for local travel, which when I look at those rates are really competitive with anything else that is available. And so I want the general public to understand that what we are trying to do as an administration is to make travel comfortable and available through our own airport here on Nevis for all of our people. And so the tourists, we welcome them to use the service certainly, but local people as well. You are going to have special fares available to allow our local traveling population to enjoy the service as well. I'm told it's about 50 minutes, 55 minutes to Puerto Rico from here in air-conditioned comfort, 2 pilots flying really high, really fast, and in very comfortable surroundings. I'm also told they have wine and beer and all of that. I'm sure none of you would partake, but for those of you who want that, that is available. So it's really a premium service that is being afforded, and it's being afforded not just to our guests, but also to those of us who travel locally. So, Tradewind, what can I say? I'm very grateful. I'm really, really happy that you have come. I think that this is a start of a really good long-term relationship as we try to build and grow the jurisdiction. I'm very excited about what's happening in tourism on the island, and I'm very excited that this government is holding true to its commitment to bring back air traffic into the Van Samery International Airport. So with Tradewind, as I like to say, when we got into government, we met a daily capacity into and out of San Juan of 14 seats. We of course have other carriers who are providing some service. With Tradewind, we're adding 16 seats on a daily basis. So we're now up to 30 per day. And I'm being told that they have the capacity to add legs as and when necessary. So even though you see maybe one plane with 8 seats, once you start booking, they have the capacity to add 2, 3, 4 flights as is necessary. And so I think it's an absolutely wonderful idea, wonderful service for us. And I'm very, very grateful that all of you, the stakeholders, can be here today. I see hoteliers, and I'm hopeful that you continue to support the efforts of this administration in really bringing us back to a place where we can all be proud once more of the industry and of our capacity to deliver what our guests are looking for. So Tradewind, thank you very much. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank you. I trust and hope that this will be the start of a long, long, long and mutually rewarding relationship. And we look forward to working very closely with you as we have done to this point. We hope that the 3 a.m. calls will be returned going forward. So thank you, and may God bless you in this new service. Thank you.
Deputy Premier and Minister of Tourism, Honorable Mark Brantley, and other ministers of the Nevis administration. Minister Skerritt, we are very happy to have you, and the representatives of Tradewind. I want to really, I see there's nobody saying vote of thanks, so I think I should do that. I want really to say how very pleased I am to have the opportunity to welcome the Tradewind service. I really can't add much in terms of the technicality, but what is important for us is that we recognize in Nevis, and I think those who are in the tourism industry and those who are on the islands recognize the importance of having connectivity, airlift, to move our people in and out. And if we think the tourism industry is the driving industry for our development, then airlift is the driving force for the development of tourism. And so we have this opportunity where Tradewind has stepped in to give us additional capacity, additional opportunity to increase the airlift, which is so necessary. And in talking to the hoteliers, that is one of the biggest challenges which they've had over the last 5 or 6 years. And this clearly may have affected our arrivals and the level to which we would have liked to have seen our tourism industry and numbers go. And so I believe that with the level of promotion which we have started for the new high season, coming as it does, I think Tradewinds, you are going to make a big difference in helping us to provide that service to our visitors. And in talking to Eric earlier, he did indicate that they had the capacity and the flexibility to increase the number of seats. And I've even begun to think of what other services in terms of moving the people of Nevis southward, because we are aware that with Laird we've had some challenges and it has caused some dislocation for people, the ability to move pretty quickly or easily out of Nevis to Antigua to do business south. And with a pretty large population of other Caribbean nationals who need to move back to their countries occasionally for vacation, I think this is a possibility which could be seen as useful for Tradewind. And I'm very happy that we will see this service, quality service, which will be provided for all who want to come to Nevis from our hubs in San Juan. So thank you very much, Eric. Thank you, David 1, David 2, and all of you who have made this possible. Sven, thank you very much for your assistance. And to all the other hoteliers who have made the input to assist us to persuade Tradewind to come. And let me thank also Omel, who I think is going to be your woman on the ground. And who is, in fact, perhaps our biggest and best ambassador at this airport. And to all the other persons who will be working with the Tradewind company in providing this service. I want to thank you, and I do think we are into a good thing, and it's going to be a success both for Tradewind and for Nevis and for all who want to do business here. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Working around the airport for 30 years. I take this opportunity to thank Tradewinds to come to Nevis, and I wish the public will support this. The direct San Juan to Nevis, no more going over to St. Kitts. Please support the Nevis airport. We're glad to help you. Any help you need, you can call me. I'll be able to assist you. We have cheaper rates going to San Juan. So please support Tradewind. We're glad to have them and make things better for Nevis.
I'm Tishon Wilkin, the son of Omel Wilkin, and I've been on this airport since the day I've been born. My mother, Omel, she has been dedicated to this island in the tourism industry for as long as I could remember. She has been working for Carib Aviation. After that airline closed, she started doing her own thing with private charters. And now, as you can see, she has ventured into a new area, which is Tradewind Aviation. You'll see Omel all the time. She'll always be here. She is the face of Tradewind, the face of Nevis. Well, today for the opening is also her birthday. And we're both having two celebrations, which is Tradewind and the day of her birth.
May the future, guys, y'all help me. Be right. No, may you bring more, much more flights. May the future, may the future, may the future bring flights. God bless you. All right.
Well, let me say a hearty happy birthday to Omel, who is our representative here at the Vance Emery Airport, and has been a wonderful driving force in the welcome to Nevis. I first met Omel maybe 10 years ago when I first came to Nevis, and with a smaller aircraft, and her welcome was infectious. And every time that we had a trip to Nevis, I looked forward to saying hello to Omel and her big smile and her welcome. So that's how I met her, and she's been a very important and driving part of how we do business here, and making it so easy for us to operate.
Steve Tyson, and I'm on the Tradewind aircraft. I gotta say, it's a beautiful aircraft. It's spacious, very luxurious feel, and I can really see myself on this. It's definitely another gateway into Nevis. We have already been advertising this aircraft on our website. Hopefully we could make it a lot more easier to get our guests to our destination and to our hotel via this aircraft. Omel have always done a phenomenal job. I would dare say that she also function as a rep for Nisbet Plantation in meeting and greeting all of our guests that arrive here at the Vance Emery International Airport. So I think she continued to play an integral role, a great ambassador to our destination.
I'm Devon Libert, Director of Sales and Marketing with the Nevis Tourism Authority. We're very delighted this morning to welcome the official launch of this new service out of San Juan, Tradewind Airways. We know that we have been suffering from a lack of airlift into the destination, and especially from San Juan, which is an important hub for us out of the US. So we welcome them, and we do hope that it will be patronized not only by the visitors, the tourists that comes to the island, but by everyone in Nevis. I think I heard that Tradewind is introducing some residential fares to Nevis, to San Juan and return, and I do hope that we would all capitalize on this. So we welcome Tradewind along with the other services that we have out of Puerto Rico.
My name is Stephen Lightfoot. I'm the A&P mechanic who will be helping with the maintenance on this aircraft. I came here 18 years ago, 19 years ago. Met my wife here in Nevis, and it's been history ever since. And I really love Nevis, and I appreciate the services the Tradewind will be providing here. Really looking forward to it, working with Tradewind and increasing business here at the airport. I like the aircraft, very sleek, very pretty, and very reliable airplanes. So looking forward to working on it, and can't wait till we get started.
I'm very pleased that we have Mr. Lightfoot on board as part of our team to help maintain the aircraft and make sure that they're in the best condition possible from a service and a safety standpoint. And that's going to be more and more necessary as we move forward, because we're really expecting to grow the service very quickly in the upcoming months and years.
My name is Stephen Hanley. I'm the airport manager for the Evans WM International Airport. I'm very happy for this additional service into Nevis, Tradewind Aviation. It is a high-end service into Nevis using the Pilatus PC-12 and the Cessna Caravan. And this would provide additional airlift, additional business into Nevis. For any airport manager, what we want to see is continued flights. If flights start the start of operation in the morning until the end of operation in the evening continuously, any airport manager would be happy for something like that. And so whenever we add a new service, whether it's scheduled, charter, private, we are happy for that service. And Tradewind has been working hard to provide this service here, and it has finally come, and we will continue to work with them to make sure that this is a success.
The unique capabilities of the aircraft being fast and not too large and very efficient allow us to operate multiple sections and multiple flights per day, up to 6 or 7 times a day back and forth to San Juan per airplane. So that allows us to ramp up capacity as the demand happens. And I would really encourage anyone, if we maintain an open door policy. So if you don't see something through your travel agent or online that works for you, send us an email, pick up the phone, and we're happy to speak with you. And because the demand, as the demand grows, it will continue to grow and build our service and our partnership with Nevis.